Hi and welcome to my channel. In the second part, we'll design a spherical wave horn. This type of horn folds on itself to guide the sound waves more efficiently. After designing the horn, we'll attach it to the compression driver and simulate the entire system using acoustic software to analyze how it controls sound radiation. We've already prepared an Excel file for this specific horn design, which you can find by searching the channel. To ensure a strong mechanical connection between the horn and the driver, just select the cutoff frequency and the throat radius of the horn. Then simply enter the calculated points into the software. It's that easy. Save the horn as a separate file, then thread the joint area. Assemble all the parts to see the final result. After that, make a backup of the horn file. We'll need to clean up the 2D sketch by removing all the extra lines. Then, extract a 90-degree sector of the horn. This portion will be used for the upcoming simulation. Next, export the geometry as an STP file. Import this file into Gmesh. I've included the download link in the video description. Create physical groups by first choosing a name. Then, select all the related surfaces. I recommend using the same name for each group. You'll soon understand how they're used in the simulation. Press E and save the geo file. On the Mesh tab, apply the following settings. These settings define how the geometry is divided into triangles. Keep in mind, larger triangles result in lower precision, while smaller triangles increase simulation accuracy but require more processing power. Type MSH after the file name, and this mesh file is all we need to import into Akabak. You might see an error when importing the mesh file, but don't worry. The 3D shape along with all the mesh data has been successfully imported. You need both an internal and an external subdomain for the horn body, as well as an interface to connect the inside and outside of the horn. To define all components, the horn, the driver, and the interface, you should use element mesh. Select the corresponding surfaces for each part to build them as separate layers. You can easily flip the body's direction inward or outward with just a few clicks. Since the driver is mounted inside the horn, it should be assigned to the internal subdomain. For the driver, select Driven here. It will turn red once it's set correctly. The radiation polar option in the Observation tab gives you the directivity plot. Since a good compression driver typically has a flat frequency response, there's no need to import its exact specifications into Akabak. Our main goal here is to obtain the directivity plot for the design horn. Make sure to complete all the necessary settings. And finally, here's the directivity plot. As you can see, this type of horn provides a uniform and clean directivity pattern. The current mesh settings deliver accurate results up to 10 kHz. Using a smaller mesh size could extend the accuracy to higher frequencies. But for analyzing directivity behavior, this mesh resolution already gives a clear and reliable result. Thanks for watching.